Hey guys, welcome back to Quickness in Shorts with Smita, and today I will tell you the treatment and management plans for pancreatitis. So we'll start with the medical management. So what we do in medical management, we first of all try relieving the symptoms because there are multiple symptoms patient will feel and patient will face. So our first and foremost motive is to relieve the symptoms, maybe by prescribing medicines for a particular symptom and then preventing the problem or complication. So how we can prevent the problem? By having a good healthy lifestyle, which includes having good healthy diet and also some exercises we have to include in our lifestyle. Then preventing the complications and treating the complication. So how we can treat the complication? Maybe by giving some medicines or maybe by surgical interventions. So first thing which we do in medical management is nutritional needs. We are going to fulfill the nutritional needs of the patient. So here we have to ask the patient to not eat anything by mouth or drink water. So we are completely putting patient on parenteral therapy, which means that via IV the person will get the nutrition, or maybe by NG tube will put in the directly one tube will be putting into the stomach of the patient and will feed the patient like that. Then pain management. So patient will be complaining for back pain and stomach pain in this case. So here we are going to give them some painkillers, but here we have to avoid the strong painkillers which we know that is morphine. So morphine and morphine sulfate is completely avoided because that can have severe complications and also it has more side effects which we do not want the patient to face. Then intensive care. So intensive care we can give only in hospital setup, which is not possible in home setup because here we need some kind of equipments which is provided and which is available in the hospital. Like if the person is having breathing difficulty, too much breathing difficulty, then we can put the patient on BiPAP or maybe on CPAP. Then we can give them oxygen when it needed. And there are some other things which we can do only in hospital setup. So patient will be in ICU, maybe in the ward. If there is a huge loss of blood and fluid, then we can start the IV infusion of fluids. Then also we can give them blood transfusion because there is also hemoglobin and hematocrit decrease in the blood level. Then the respiratory care. So we have to give respiratory care to the patient because patient will have this complication because of pancreas. Because of increasing or enlargement of pancreas, the pancreas will start pushing your diaphragm, and that diaphragm will push and make your lungs get congested. So that congestion in your lungs will make you feel very heavy on your chest, and you will feel that you are unable to breathe properly. So in that case we have to give patient a good position so they can get a relief. And also oxygen will be given, and we have to keep on check their oxygen saturation level. And also the ABG is done, so we have to look for their arterial blood gas values. Then biliary drainage is done in these conditions. So here we are going to put a drain tube inside your pancreatic duct, and there will then we will be draining out all the bile. And this is what we do in drainage for taking out all the excess fluid. And if anything or any infection or purulent fluids is there, so we can just take it out through the drainage. Then the surgical interventions, it include, first of all, it includes the pancreatic drainage, which means in pancreatic duct you are going to put a drain system to drain out any infection or infectious fluid. And also you can resect or debride the necrotic pancreas, which means that after infection, if you're having an infection on your superficial site, which you can see by your eyes, so after infection what happens. When infection goes at a higher level, it get more advances, then you can see that bluish coloration or that maroon, and more than maroon then it will be a greenish or kind of bluish discoloration. And that's the stage when your skin get necrotized, and later the gangrene stage develops. So in that the same thing happened to your pancreas. Your pancreas will be necrotized, so we need to scrape that necrotic pancreas tissues and that layer. So that is what we do in your surgical intervention. Then there is a post acute management, which means like after surgery or after medical management, we have to assess the patient for a follow up. Then also we can resume the patient now from parenteral to oral therapy. So now finally they can have their diet and their fluid. So by mouth everything will be started, but here we have to teach the patient to take food which is low in fat and low in protein, but the food which is rich in carbohydrate will be helpful here. So The next thing is your nursing intervention. So nursing intervention, we are going to do the same things, but here the nursing care which is highlighted in your relieving pain and discomfort, so giving good position to the patient and keep on checking on patient if they're having any pain or any changes in their pain side. Then improving the breathing pattern, so give your patient a semi fowler position, which means your head end will be elevated up to 20 to 30 degree, and then that will allow your lungs to get expanded fully and you will not have this breathing difficulty. Then improving the nutritional status, which means giving them good diet, and also teaching your patient not to have coffee or caffeine, and alcohol should be completely ignored in this condition. Then improving the skin integrity, because here the patient is on bed rest for a long term, so there is also a chance of developing skin ulcer, which we call it as pressure ulcer or pressure sore. So that sore should be always avoided. Here we have to give a patient a good back care with some good talcum powder, and then monitoring and managing the potential complication, which could be anything, because it causes a multiple organ failure, so we have to look for all the complications, and we need to tell, and we need to report to the doctor if there is any changes, or keep a check on your patient every time. In this case, then promoting home and community based care, so once your patient is completely recovered and patient is back on the normal life, so here on discharge we can teach the patient how they can take care of themselves in home setup, and also their family members and relatives should be taught how they can teach like how they can take care of a drainage system, and also check for infection, giving back care, back massage, everything should be taught to the patient. And also for the continuing of care, because later there is a chance that pancreatitis can reoccur again in life, so everything, all the warning signs should be taught to the patient and the family. So this is what we do in nursing care. And then this is it. Yeah, the next thing is diagnosis. So nursing diagnosis which is there in your nursing is acute pain, discomfort, imbalanced nutrition, and ineffective breathing. So yeah, this is it about the video. Thanks for watching my content, and if you like it, just give it a like, thumbs up, and share with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel if you are new here.